Hello everybody. So I am going today, I'm going to try to do my roots with bleach. And I think I mentioned that I would try to film it for you guys. And so here I am in my bathroom. I worked all day and that's why my hair is up in these little ponytails. I have to pull it up to put it in the scrub caps for work. So after work, I stopped at the grocery store and I was like, oh, let me see what they have. So I'm going to try this. Let me show you what I got. It's called Splat Rebellious Colors Lightning Bleach. All right. Comes with this little guy and the lightning bleach colorant that these two you mix together. And then when you're done bleaching, it says no more than 30 minutes. You use the shampoo that helps get rid of any extra bleach that might linger in my hair, and then a deep reconstructor conditioner that stays in for 20 minutes. All right, so these are for after the bleaching. So what I'm gonna do first, I've got these hair clips that I got from Madison Reed, and that's where I have my blonde, actually hair dye, but I want to do bleaching first. I don't know if I'm going to dye it tonight or wait till Sunday. Give it a rest because I do have to work early tomorrow morning. I'm on call. And it's in a bottle, but I'm going to use a bowl to mix my bleach mixture in. And I've got my gloves. All right. And I'm going to use that so that I can get the roots. So first, before I mix it, I'm going to part my hair into sections. So I have to take out all this. All right. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm gonna take, first I'm gonna separate out the top part. All right. And we'll put this in a hair clip. All right. Woo! That's beautiful. And then she said, my hairdresser said to pull these forward. Okay. And then I'm going to split this down the center. Leaving this out here. See how bad my roots need it, huh? And we're gonna put this up. She said that the main thing is sectioning, so this is how she said to section it. And then we got this, leaving this here. All right. So then I'll do like this section first, and then this section first, third, and then this, and then we'll do the top after. So first, I need to put my glasses back on so I can find, oh no, I don't need scissors but I want to mix it. I want to put glasses on so I can make sure I mix this correctly. And that looks lovely. I don't know if I should have more hair in front here. Well, that's all right. As long as we're sectioned somewhat, right? I do have the instructions here. Splat lightning bleach directions. First it says to mix the oxide bottle and the lightning bleach. Wear gloves while applying. And make sure to cut. I'm going to pour it in the bowl, so I'm going to mix it up good. It says to shake well for 1 to 2 minutes, but I'm going to mix it. I've got a brush here with a little end. Use the bigger one. Let me see. That's a little end too. I do have this one that I've never opened. Alright. They're still pointy ends. Alright, so I got these for mixing. Alright. Okay, here goes. Opening the bottle. Got the oxide. Gonna pour it into this bowl. Okay. And I got my lightning bleach. Pour this into this bowl with the oxide. All right. It looks kind of blue. Here, let me see if I can show you. Let's flip this around. All right. It's like a blue purple. All right, I'm gonna put my gloves on and stir that up. I'm blocking the camera. Goodness. I started having, right before I started this, I started having like a runny, stuffy nose. Some allergies kicking in or what? All right. Got my gloves on. We're going to mix this. All right. How y'all doing today? Did you work? It's Friday night. I think this is too skinny. It's hard to mix it with a skinny little point. See what I mean? Start. You know what I'm gonna do? I've got my comb that's good for, you know, parting stuff. Get that mixture in the bowl, but it's got a nice bottom end. I'm going to use that to mix. All right, mixing it up. So tell me, leave me, you know, comment. I want to know what y'all are doing tonight on Friday night. Besides, you know, while I'm mixing bleach before I have to be at work at 7:30 in the morning. Yeah. What do y'all do? Do you work? Are you stay-at-home moms? Any nurses out there? Let me know. I want to know. Yeah, we've been super busy. We work with this neurosurgeon who he just stays so busy. I don't know where he finds aneurysms, but brain aneurysms to fix, but he finds them, or they come to him, because he's like the best in the country. He's from Johns Hopkins. And why, I don't know why he decided to come to Tucson, but he did. A couple, 3 years ago. We're building a new lab. It's almost done. We've been building it since last fall. But it's in place. Still got to put in the computers and things like that. It's getting there. It's getting there. So that's going to be exciting to get a new room and new equipment, you know. Yeah. I think we're just about there. It's like a purple color. Let me see that? Yeah, my thumb's been bothering me a little bit again with that osteoarthritis. Yeah. I think it's another 2 months before I can get another cortisone injection in it. I mean, it helped, and it was better for a little bit, but it's been hurting a little more the past couple days. So I wear a little compression thing on my hand and thumb at work when I can. So when I have to put on a large glove to go over top of it. I wear a medium glove regularly, and but I have to put a large glove on that hand when I wear that little compression thing. Oh. Yeah. All right. So I think we've got her good and mixed. All right. I'm gonna rinse this. All right. I'm gonna rinse off my the end of my comb that I was using. Scrape it off. Alright, I'm going to rinse that. Yeah, you can smell the bleach. Alright. Got that. All right, so now towel here. I'm wearing a super old robe, man. I think, and this is the robe I use whenever I color my hair. This might be like old hair dye. All right, so we're gonna start. Oh, I missed some of it in here, but that's okay. We'll start with this side, and she said to like separate it here. I told her I was afraid, you know, I was like, how am I gonna get, I'm afraid I don't get the back good enough. So if I do that, she said you can take it on your finger and just, I'm going to be looking in the mirror above the phone because I want to make sure I get it on my hair. All right. I'm going to get it on my glasses. All right. Did any of you bleach your own hair? Do your roots? Leave me any tips or tricks. If you think I'm doing something wrong, let me know. I mean, it'll be too late by the time I read it because I'll be done by the time you see the video, but for next time, you know, I'm always looking for good tips and tricks. All right, so let's get down here. She said just put it right on. And it should go through to the other side. Okay. Do this. I've never been good at, you know, this kind of hair stuff. I mean, I can, you know, I blow dry it, I curl it. But as far, and whenever I've colored my hair, I've never bleached it until just recently. This last time when bleached it the first time last year when I had my knee replacement, and then I went purple while I was at work. You probably remember in my early videos I had purple hair, but I had a lot shorter hair, so I had a lot less hair, and it's so much easier. It's so much easier to color your hair when you don't have a lot. You know what I mean? So having this long hair is new to me. And I have a lot of hair, thick hair. I don't know if you can tell. I have very thick hair. And she did thin it out a couple weeks ago. Should put my contacts in. A little late now, right? With hair bleach on my gloved fingers. Make sure all that's good. All right, so let's see. Should bring it forward. Got that. Let's get down here. See, that looks like a darker yellow. See, I don't think I got the bleach back here as good last time when I did it the first time. Separate it out a little more. I've got brushes, but I don't know. I think using my fingers is just as easy, or maybe easier, because I remember trying to use brushes before, and it was hard. It was a pain. Maybe if you're doing it on somebody else, you know, you can really see what you're doing. But with my fingers, I can feel what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Some more down here. I can't believe I'm starting this. It's almost 9 o'clock at night. I have to go into the hospital at 7:30, but I'm not on call tonight. I'm not on call until 7 a.m. So I was like, oh, what the heck? I'm not doing anything. All right. Get this down here. All right, I think I've got all the roots in this section. Kind of feels like it. My hair is so thick. It's so thick. All right. Finish that section. The next section I think I made smaller. I made this like a big section. Probably should have sectioned it a little more, but I think I did all right. Let me get up here just to make sure. All right, because then when I finish all the sections, then I'll put whatever's left on the rest of my hair, because the roots will have a long time to you know, do their thing. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 9:07 p.m.
Okay. All right, so we know officially it's 9:07. So keep an eye on the time because they said don't leave it on more than 30 minutes. All right, I'm going to start on this section. I'm just going to kind of, just so, dropped it. That thumb, I tell you. Just going to kind of put it there just to keep this part. I need this more down, don't I? I got too much, I think. All right, we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, do this section. All right. There we go. Probably should be using the comb, right? All right. So, hang on. I'm going to finish this up. All right. And then I'll come back and show you. Hang on. All right, so I've got it all in my hair. I got about 15 minutes left for it to set. I did mostly the roots and then I took what was left. I'm glad I put it in a bowl because it was like really thick. I don't know how I would have got it out of the bottle by shaking it. Oh, I need to clean this counter. I need to go get some paper towels. Here's a paper towel so that I don't get bleach on my regular towels. Yeah, it was like super thick putting it on. I don't know if you saw that, but I don't know how I would have squeezed that out of the bottle onto my hair because it got so thick. You see? Try to cover the edges. I know, keep the heat in helps the bleach and stuff to take. I learned that. I think, who's it? Was I watching Mondo? He likes to watch, he's a hairdresser and a professional hairdresser, and he likes to watch other people do stuff and see how it comes out and then tell, why it worked or why it didn't work, or that shouldn't have worked, but holy cow, it worked. So, I'm just trying to clean up here so I have some room. All right, so I'm gonna let this finish sitting and bleaching, and then I'm gonna wash it and condition it, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna go wash all this out. It looks like it did its job. What do you think? All right, time to go wash out the bleach. I'll be right back. Alright, it's all washed and conditioned, and I'm going to dry it now. Just going to give you a little sneak peek here. Get this towel off my head. I think I did pretty good getting the roots. I can see better with glasses, but... And then I've got some hair color here that I'll do to make it that pretty blonde again, but it's all bleached in one color again. All right, let me dry it. All right, I'm back. Okay, I think I did a pretty good job. I don't have all those dark roots anymore. It's like different shades of blonde, but that's right, because now I'll go in with my hair dye from Madison Reed. What is the color? Turmoli Blonde 9AB. Okay. It's from MadisonReed.com. You go in and you can get a subscription. So I got it for a few months, but then I canceled it because I wasn't dyeing my hair that often. But I have at least, I think, 2 sets. But this is after the bleaching. Okay, so yeah, it worked pretty good. I put some oil in my hair, and then mostly dried it, and then I added this Christophe Robin Instant Volumizing Leave-In Mist. All right, with a L'Eau de Rose with rose water. Okay, and then I also added a leave-in conditioner that I got, Soleil. All right, both of these I got in one of my subscription boxes, different ones. I don't remember which ones, but they're out here to try. So I put that in to help, protect my hair, and it feels pretty good. Here, let me get the oil I used. This was not from a subscription box, but this was from Lang. It's an online company with hair care products and tools, which is where I got this also, which does such a nice job during, I used a regular blow dryer to mostly dry it, but then I use this to smooth it all out. Yeah, so from Lang. All right, but this is the oil I used. All right, it's an argan oil, shine enhancing. So there's that. So I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, Saturday. I'm gonna work all day, and then I'm off on Sunday. So probably Sunday I'll come back here and videotape putting in the blonde color on top of my newly bleached roots and hair and finish out the video. All right, I'll see you in a minute. All right, we're back on Sunday to put the color in my hair after I bleached it on Friday night. So it's a mess right now. I worked all day yesterday, and I'm noticing I've got bags under my eyes, even though I did sleep a lot. But to catch up on the work week that was very trying this week. But I put some eye stuff on. My Tula Skincare Glow and Get It. This is like a balm, a brightening and cooling balm, and I like this because it cools under the eyes. But I decided to add some of my Essence Coffee to Glow. All right, because it's, if you can see, it has with caffeine. I'm hoping that'll help depuff things while I'm doing the hair color. So by the time I do my makeup, they'll look a little better. But I thought I'd just show you what I'm using there. So I'm going to start out, like I told you earlier, I've got my Madison Reed Turmoli Blonde 9AV. That's the color I've chosen, and I used it last time. And it has its bottle here, and I like that you don't have to snip it off. It screws off. All right. So we're going to mix that together. And get out my gloves and my cap to put on, and I've got my little hair clips to section my hair. All right, so let's mix this together. This is Conditioning Color Activator. All right, and this comes like this, the Radiant Cream color. It also comes with a barrier cream I'll put around the edges to help protect my skin there, and a cleansing wipe to get any color off the skin, and also has a shampoo and conditioner to use after I rinse out the color. All right, so it's got it's locked there, so but it's got the cap to puncture that. All right, and I'm going to squeeze it into the bottle. I know I put the bleach in a bowl, but I tend to like to just squirt out the hair color using the bottle. Squeeze that all in there. How's your weekend going? I don't know when I'm going to post this video. I've got a few unboxings to do for you guys. I'm off on Wednesday this week. So I might finish this up and then do 1 or 2 unboxings. And then Wednesday, film others. I've got FabFitFun for you. I've got my BoxyCharm base boxes. I got both of my Ipsies and a couple of Ipsy mystery bags. So, got a few. And then I've got my Ofra. I ordered this for Nurses Week kit. They had something. So I've got that to unbox. I also have like a basket I've been saving of all new makeup I've been buying and trying. I've decided to just, instead of doing individual videos, just keep them all in a basket, try them out, and then come on and show you what I got, what I'm liking, what I'm not liking. What do you think? Let me know. Because it gets to be overwhelming when I just keep them all separate. You know, and it depends, you know, certain things like, you know, my little Ofra collection, I'll make a separate video to show you. Here, I just want to get the last of this cream out. How to put it down to use 2 hands. All right. Okay, so I've squeezed out my tube. Cover that back up. And got this. Get out one of my gloves. They always come with a glove and a shower cap. A pair of gloves and a shower cap in their color kits, which I like. And I like their gloves because they're big enough. So, you know, sometimes those over-the-counter hair colors, they're like stuck on the paper and they're stiff and they're always too tight in the finger portions, but fat in the tips of the fingers, and they're just hard to use. These I've been able to like save, and you know, when I'm doing my purple shampoos and stuff, I can wear them and use them in the showers a few times before I have to change them out. All right, got the gloves on now. I'm gonna mix this up. All right, do you guys color your own hair? What do you think? What brands do you use? I've always, for most of my life, I use Nice and Easy when I colored my hair, but I never got as blonde as I've been able to get bleaching it and then using this pretty blonde color. This is, it is not too expensive. It's about 20 bucks, I think. Yeah, I'll leave the link for Madison Reed. You can go check it out because they help you choose your color and all that stuff, and then they put it on a subscription. You can do it monthly, bi-monthly, tri-monthly, you know, however often you color your hair. And they give you great instructions, and they give you all the tools that you need. All right, so I pretty much got that mixed up. I'm going to take this out. Ooh. Yeah, y'all get to see the me before I do my stuff, right? Before I put on the pretty eyeshadows and all that. So we're going to bring this. I want to make sure my roots go first, because I just re-bleached the roots. All right. I gotta look in the mirror. So if I'm not looking in the camera, it's because I need to see what I'm doing. I'll look in the mirror that's right behind this camera. How do I do this? I'm so bad at this kind of stuff. All right. Yeah. All right, it's out of the way, right? And I know I gotta go down the center. Okay. Using my metal comb. The metal comb was my mom's. I actually have 2 of them because she used to like set her hair all the time, you know, so she has these metal combs to help section off her hair. She She used to do that to us when we were kids too, for like Easter and stuff. She would set our hair the night before with all these rollers, and gosh, they were uncomfortable. Hated sleeping on them. This is hard with my thumb too, with the osteoarthritis in my thumb. Just that little bit of squeezing hurts. I'll pull this forward. Get all this. All right. So I'm just going to start with this. Don't need to put that up, I don't think. But I do want to separate, yeah, I do have to use another one. Because I'm going to separate these all out. Bring this back. Let's start with that. Section it that way. So hard. But you do what you gotta do, right? I don't know. I've just always been like, I don't want to spend $100, $200 at the hairdresser. You know? I could do it myself. And I've been doing it. It's just a pain. It's just a pain. All right. So if you're like on a budget, and I was always, you know, my budget's a lot better now than it used to be. The kids are grown. I've been a nurse for 30 years, you know, and oh, it's coming out the top. And, but I was a single mom. I raised 2 kids by myself. I was always on a tight budget so that they could have what they needed and we could have a decent place to live, you know, and yeah. So I guess you just never get out of that mentality sometimes. Even when you are making more money, now the kids aren't at home, it's just me. You know, I still got to pay my mortgage and all the utilities. That part hasn't changed. And I still buy stuff for my kids. And they're 32 and 28 now. But, you know, you still do stuff for your kids, no matter how old they are. All right, I'm trying to get the roots done. I don't know if I like starting down here or if I should just do the top part first. Oh, I tell you, it's so much harder when you have longer hair. I swear. I swear it is. Let's do this. Squeeze that in there. Just use my fingers. Get it in. Get the other side. Bring this up. I don't know. What do you guys do when you color your own hair? Do you have longer hair, shorter hair? I've always done it with shorter hair. This is the longest my hair has ever been because I've always had all kinds of layers and short on top and bangs because, you know, I'm an 80s girl and I just always did that. So this is the first time in my life I don't have bangs. Although some people might say I do have bangs, but to me, I don't have bangs. The bangs are like at the eyebrow. You know, that's me. And I'm enjoying it, you know, but it's a pain to do stuff like this. All right, let's get down here. I just find it hard to do the roots first and then work your way up, just because I always had the shorter hair and I would just like put it all in. Let's just put it all in. All right, so I think I got all those roots. Let me make sure I get around the ear good, because it looks like I didn't quite get the bleach there. I'm always afraid around my ears, you know. So let's get that in there good. Blonde in there at least, because it said, you know, do it when you're doing the roots to leave like a 1/4 inch. Maybe I left a little too much. You see a tiny bit there that didn't get bleached. I figure it's underneath, you know, and it'll give kind of that highlighting look. What do you think? What do you think? All right. Yeah, I want to know all your tips and tricks for home hair coloring for my future uses. You know what I mean? Especially with the longer hair. Short hair, it's easy. All right, I'm gonna take this out. I find it very difficult with the clip sectioning, but I don't know. So my work week was long, very, very busy, you know, very busy. I work in an interventional radiology area, and I think we're like the biggest IR lab in the country from what they tell me, especially with neuro. Lots, you know, strokes, aneurysms, things like that, that we fix vascular wise. You know, going in through the arteries and going up into the brain and fixing, to pulling out clots for strokes, putting in stents for aneurysms, putting in coils for ruptured aneurysms that are bleeding to help control the bleeding. So yeah, it can get intense sometimes because you're working people's brains. Yeah, now for the bigger procedures, we do put them under general anesthesia. For the things like angiograms, where you're looking and seeing what's in there, we don't go into the brain, we just inject contrast so that we can get a good look at the vasculature. We do them under moderate to no sedation. You know, just numb up the site where we go in through the femoral artery in the groin. Yeah. So that's kind of an overview of what I do when I'm at work. We also do what we call body cases, and that's like we might go in through the femoral artery also and fix bleeds of the GI tract. If you have a GI bleed that they can't fix, you know, like going into the intestines with colonoscopies, we might go in vascularly through the arterial system and put coils and stuff in that way to help stop bleeding. We also like put central lines in people, porticas, central lines for dialysis or for chemotherapy treatments. And sometimes people need drainage of their abdominal cavity, and we'll put in long-term drains for those kind of patients. And sometimes we'll put in a long-term chest tube if you're building up fluid in your lungs and things like that. Yeah, a lot of that's done in CT though, that's called the chest tubes. But if you need something more long-term, they'll come into the interventional radiology department, and if they need the fluoroscopy and the different equipment, because you use a CAT scan in one room, and then, yeah, it's hard to explain, but there's different equipment, and I don't run that equipment. That's our wonderful radiology techs who do that, who can run the different equipment in radiology. I do have to wear lead because of the radiation that's put out. Yeah. So I have lead. You might have seen a picture on Instagram when I got my own new lead in with my name on it. Yeah. 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 So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me over there, because sometimes I'll put eyeshadow looks and stuff on there. Like during the week, what I've tried for work that I don't always have posted in my YouTube, you know, in my YouTube videos. But yeah, and then I'll put the eye look, what eyeshadow palette I'm using and things like that. I'm trying something new because I can't make a video out of all of it, you know, as much as I would love to. Look, I missed a couple spots there with the bleach. Let me get that. All right, I think I got all the roots coming here. And yeah, they said to use about half of it. I think I've used about half. Okay, you know what? I never put that barrier cream on. Let's do that now with my other hand that I haven't been using. Let's see if I can open this. I have to cut it, hang on. All right, cut the lid off this barrier cream. All right, I'm gonna look in the mirror again, so don't mind me if I'm not looking at the viewfinder. Just put this around my face. Get that out of there. I'm going to put it on my ears. That tends to be a spot where I get the hair dye. I don't think I've ever used barrier creams before. Oops. I don't need it in my ear, but I got it in my ear. I'm going to put it behind the ear. There we go. Got the barrier cream on. Rub that in here. All right, now I'm going to put the dye on the rest of my hair. And I usually just squeeze it all in and work it in with my fingers. I do have a wide tooth comb here. They say you can use that or your fingers. And so let's squeeze it all in. All right, I'm gonna come back to you. So this video is not too long, but I'm gonna come back to you after I get all the dye in my hair. Okay, I've got all the hair dye in, and I've combed through it with my wide tooth comb. All right, now I'm going to put, and that was a chore, because let me tell you, I have a lot of hair. I'm gonna put it all together. I'm gonna put this on, because the heat helps everything to activate. Ooh, get in there. All right, cover it all. All right, make sure it's all inside. Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, starting now.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave this on for 30 minutes, and then we'll take it off and rinse it in the shower and wash it and condition it. Let me show you. Yeah, I put it in the shower already. They come with a color protecting shampoo and conditioner. All right, so I will come back right before I get in the shower to rinse and everything. Okay. Okay, my 30-minute timer went off. And when I read the instructions, it said to leave on for 35 to 45 minutes, depending on your gray. So I'm just going to peek here. So it's looking good. All right, so I am going to leave on for another 10 minutes. Just because I know there's grays under there hiding. You know what I mean? All right, 10 more minutes. Okay, the second alarm's gone off. So I'm going to take this off. All right. So I'm going to get in the shower, rinse this out, wash it. And if you're asking why I don't set the timer for the full, like 45 minutes, whatever, it's to give myself those extra few minutes to actually get in the shower and start rinsing it out so I don't overcook my hair. You know what I mean? So, all right, so I'm going to get in. I'm going to use the shampoo and conditioner and that came with the Madison Reed hair color. And I'll be back. Okay, it's all rinsed, washed, conditioned. I've done my skincare. So let's take this off and see the final wet results anyway. All right. It's blonde. Yeah, a little bit bit of a yellowy. I'm gonna have to brush this out and then dry it for y'all, but I don't particularly care for the smell of the shampoo and conditioner. It's kind of strong, to be honest, but it's supposed to be color, you know, protecting. There. This is the easiest way to brush out my hair, and I use one of these, you know, wet brushes. All right, so that wasn't too bad to brush out. So the conditioner seems to work pretty good. I have to use conditioner in my hair because, like I said, it's so thick that, you know, I have to do stuff to make it easier. So let's see. Brush that over to the side. Yeah, my roots look great. I'm very happy with the roots from what I can see anyway in the viewfinder. Let me look up. They're kind of a gold tone blonde. I do like the more white blonde look, but we'll see what it looks like when it's dry, because a lot of times the shade changes. You know what I mean? It might lighten up when it's dry versus when it's wet. All right, so let me dry my hair and I'll be back. All right, so I finished blowing it out, and this is what we got. I put my makeup on too. A lot of Huda Beauty stuff, but I like it. I can put my fingers through it. It's soft. It does get a little flyaway, but it's dry in here. I gotta check my humidifier, but I think I did a really good job on the roots. That was my main goal, to get them so that they weren't so dark compared to everything else. Yeah, and this is just blown out. It was like looking wavy while it was wet, but it blows out nice. And I use my Lang hair dryer round brush doodad. So yeah, so that is, I got a flyaway right there. I tried to put a little argan oil spray. Look at that. Because I think that's like little pieces that are growing out that they just don't want to stay still. I gotta find something to hold it still. But that is my hair bleach and color. Let me know what you think. Do you like the final results of the color? And I'm gonna go film some unboxings. All right, let me know what you think. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.